And welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night, Alice. Beautiful alpha Alice save. Added some weeds and flowers over there using bone meal. That came much later in Minecraft's releases. Let's go over here and grab Jerry. Do a little work. I was talking in the last episode about quote by Hugh Laurie about the now, you know, and being ready. And he's like, you know, I think people are never ready. You know, there's really only the now. So, you know, let's function, let's operate, let's work in the now, the now of the now. I think that's good advice. Of course, I think Hugh Laurie probably has this this deep underlying sense that everyone works as hard as he does, you know, and I know that's not true. I know that's not true. Let's put Jerry away. Let's put the Jip away. And I'll leave Jack on my hotbar. He needs time to replenish himself, a lot of time. What I want to do is go ahead and replace this spawner mob with the Enderman, because we're going to need more Ender Pearls. More Ender Pearls. Okay. And then I need my, let's put this away. Put the blaze away. Let's put, Jelly Bez is coming over to my house today. In fact, I'm going to help her come on up to, I'm going to help her to get ready with her life and get on down here, get cleaned up and get her things moved. Come on down and spend some time with me over the holidays. Okay, now we're back to Enderman. A few more blaze rods. So the blaze rods, we only got 11 blaze rods out of all that time. Basically one full allotment of 32 buckets worth rather of mob essence gave us about 11 blaze rods. 12 maybe. I used one for that ender tank there. That ender tank, we could invert this stuff here to go around to the back and run power over here and fluid ducts to a magmatic dynamo or two and get rid of this coal burning furnace generator stuff. Could totally do that now. Also this the bookshelves and the enchantment table, these need to be moved somewhere. Pretty simple matter of moving these tanks, these open block tanks, OXP. Just knock one out with a pick and move it to where I want it to, you know, and it will rejoin with the XP in its inventory. I'll need the XP somewhere that the anvil and the enchantment table can draw from it. And somewhere I can drain into it. And what would I put here in its place? That's a good question. A really good question. And further, another good question is, why don't you fix that little bit of ceiling? I think the answer is, I shall. One thing I can tell you about Jenny is I feel really bad for her because she has friend troubles, and she's had a difficult time in her life trusting people enough to create and make friends. And when she really tries hard at the whole friendship thing, she's very introspective, like me, very shy, and it's hard to trust enough to have friends. And when things just don't work out too good, she takes it really hard, and she feels pretty worthless. And man, do I understand that feeling. A feeling I understand well. To the point that there are times I just give up on friendship. In a way, it's easy. You know, you just have to be willing to walk away. And yet, on friends do dumb things, or they don't stick up for you, they don't support you. In a way, it's easy to just walk away. But if you keep walking away when times get tough, then what kind of friend are you really, you know? So that's an aesthetic I'm really talking about, I think, myself here. Something that convinced me to work things out with Jelly was that I'm not very good at working things out with my friends. Never have been, and yet I need to be. I need to be capable of it, of doing that, and of being a good friend and keeping a good friend. Well, this little inset detail here, the cedar and pumpkin inset by the XP tanks, if that's been bugging you, fear not, because I think it's getting close to being fixed. The fixes are in sight here. Friendships. Jelly worked so hard on several of her friendships in particular, and to have them just explode, to blow up, it's just a bad feeling, you know. A bad feeling for me to see it happen. She has tried so hard to be a friend. Yeah. She, I think part of the issue is she's smarter than many people give her credit for. She's wiser. She understands a lot more than her friends give her credit for. So anyway, I hope she finds her peace with him soon. It's a tough thing to be at odds with your friends, people you've really tried to work things out with for a long time, you know. Okay, boop. I think I just made all the sandstone. No, I didn't. Oh, there it is. Oh. Grab that sand. No need to keep that there. I don't even know what to do with red sand. I could certainly increase my kill rate of mobs by finding a way to by conveying them up to the front here, right? Because they spawn in the back so easily. Nightfall on day 1. Let's grab ye old trading post and head down to the villages after we sleep tonight. I feel like we did a little cosmetic thing here, fixing this roof up, the ceiling up rather. We did some thinking about moves and rearrangements of the enchantment, anvil, and XP tanks, and repowering these the harvesters here, powering them a different way. I'm curious about the sludge underneath. 13. No, that's the XP. Let's look here before we take a nap. 44,000 sludge. Okay, that's going to be. We won't have nearly that much sludge right here. Yeah, 13,000 sludge, so we're good. All right, sleep through the night and let's go down and check out these other villages with their trades. Oops, get in bed. Whoops, why can't I get in bed? Because there's an Enderman close by? I bet that's what it is. I bet I'm right on top of that Enderman. I am. So let's get out here a ways. We'll sleep in the sleeping bag tonight. Oop. Oh yeah, good morning sunshine to you. Let's get out here where we can properly see the sun. Climb the little sand dune. Get the sand in our shoes. Good morning sun. Namaste. Namaste. Is there a good use for cactus besides cactus green? Cactus. All these cactus things. It'd be really cool to make something out of cactus using Tinker's Construct, but don't know what works good. Phytogrow. Thermal expansion. Huh. A phytogenic insulator. Tool material. Oh, nice. Bow and arrow. Phytogenic insulator. So what can I use cactus green for? Coloring agent for cables. Paintball. Fluid interface. Pressure pipes. Tank wall. Magic crayon. Huh. Ceramic dye. Okay. Fireworks. I think the ceramic dye is what I was thinking about. Of course, green wool. Sponge wipe. Lime, cyan. Lapis celestis. Green stained glass. Paints. Okay. Shaped. Let's see if there's anything else here. Powered tank, fluid, pressure pipes. Huh, so I'm running pressure pipes mod. This is all pressure pipes. I've never played with pressure pipes. I've played with it, but not, it hasn't. Stained clay. Oh, that stained clay. I keep forgetting about that. Stained clay. That would be very useful. Coloring agent. Yeah, for all things. Yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting I can color everything like stone. Brick. Green brick. green redstone lamps. What is that? Coal. Okay, good to know, good to know. Let's get on down the road, dog. Let's see what these villagers want to trade for us. I'm going to make a list this time of what these two villages want in terms of trade. Boop. I guess I'm talking about and thinking about friends today. Friends and trust, connections. I've lately begun thinking that lately begun thinking just how far I need to be circumspect in talking about Jelly Bez and her life, because public vlogging, you know, works two ways. You know, there's both a back and forth, a backflow and a forward flow and a backflow, and depending on who, you know, wants to. If there's somebody who just doesn't want to be her friend, it'd be easy. You know, things, in some ways, things would be easy to, using vlogs like this to attack her, to bring her down. But Jelly, just like most of us, just wants to be, she wants to be a good human being, and she is. And a good friend. And she is a good friend. And yet it's not easy for her, as it's not easy for me to be a good friend to people. I'm a very out of sight, out of mind kind of a person. My oldest friend, who was a friend in high school, a friend in grade school, I have talked to him maybe 3 times this year, you know, all year, and here it is December, and one of those 3 times was a butt dial. And all these cows they haven't grown up yet. Of course not, dog. You haven't been here. Oh, okay, man. Grinder. Do I have the breeder? I think I do. I think the breeder's only going to work. There's the breeder. So, what do we want to breed? Do we want to breed cows? This is way too big an enclosure to really be running the breeder. Let's grab a, I don't have a solar panel. Oh man. Do not have a solar panel. La-di-da. Oops, what? Let's put the breeder down here. Obviously I cannot, well, I just put it down here. And I'll put a block on top of it, boop, to keep that little pig from escaping. Well, anyway, I'm just looking forward to talking with Jelly and seeing if I can understand her world a little bit better and help her, possibly help her to parse things out in her world, if I'm any good at that. So go southwest, follow the river southwest, and then go almost directly due south. We may need more skystone in our lives. And probably beyond that south village, I should probably go farther southward and explore this these unknown chunks there. And westward from that village as well. We covered that village already. Okay. So southwestward. Southwestward we go. As we get late afternoon of day 2. No reason I know particularly to breed chickens. Breed chickens. Breed. Slime. How about breeding slime? Can I breed slime? I can't. I can spawn slime. Thinking about mob essence again. I can spawn slime. Now wait a minute. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going northwest. You big dummy. You need to be going southwest. It's really a wonder Jellybez has stayed with me as a friend through all my derps, my friend derps. There's village number 1. I was so I really want to help Jelly in any way I can, and I was talking with Sunny Sue about Jelly, and just really talking about how can I find her better friends than me, because I feel inadequate to the task. And Sunny Sue said, just listen. She didn't really give me any advice about finding her a better friend. Sunny Sue just told me to listen. She told me, don't judge. Don't right or wrong. Don't say this is how I see it. Just listen. Sunny Sue knows me so well. Good morning, son. Namaste. Wherever you are. Right there. Oh, yeah. Let's put this trading post down. Oop. Oh, yeah. So, wool, wheat, coal. Wool, wheat, coal, and Certus dust. Wool's renewable. I've got it just right up the road, in fact. Wheat apparently can't be. I guess wheat's an invalid trade now. Okay. Wool. I don't have wool on me. Nope. Let's go southward and westward. Sue made sure to tell me that I need to, number 1, just listen. Number 2, listen without judging. Number 3, listen for understanding. In other words, just listening is perhaps listening without trying to understand. Just listen. That's number 1. Number 2 is listening without trying to figure out what's right and wrong. There's a zombie right underneath me. Right there. Let's grab the old shovel. See what we can find out. In fact, let's grab Jip. See what we can find out using Jip. You know what I'm thinking. This has got to be a spawner, right? Well, it doesn't have to be, but it'd be nice if it was. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a spawner. Just listen. Listen without understanding. Listen with without trying to understand. Listen with trying to understand. Oh, that's a carrot. I see. Huh. So that's it. There wasn't anything here. Well, shucks. Okay. Just zombies in a couple of little pockets. No telling how long they have been here, you know? South and west. Let's pull up journey map. Okay, got it way southward through this bit of the jungle. In fact, let's turn back around and go north by northwest and clear out these blocks, these unexplored blocks here. These unexplored chunks. Turn west to the green and then north. Okay. West. So the green, I presume it's that tree, and then north. Listen just for listening, just to be there and listen. Listen for understanding. And listen without judging. Without trying to fix our problems. That's tough for me, man. It's tough. Tough to listen without trying to fix problems. Because I feel like I'm useless if I can't help fix problems. But I think that's a talent that I need to work on, a skill, to listen without trying to fix problems. And to be able to ask if I can help with problems. And if the answer is no, just listen, then just listen, you know. And remember that women are a lot smarter than men. They can figure this stuff out. They just need to get it out of their systems, talk it out. That's the sense that I get from Sunny Sue. Am I ever going to need this sludge? Fertilizer? Yeah, probably. Sludge and sewage. Yeah. Okay, come back a little bit eastward and get those chunks. Explored, make sure there's not anything lurking there. Any hidden structures. You know, guys do this pretty well with each other. Just listen. It's like there's no pressure to help, no pressure to fix, no pressure to do anything. Just listen. But it's guy and girl talking. It's hard not to fix. It's hard not to try to fix. I think that partly arises in this sense that a guy's sense that we're more capable of fixing, which is really pure arrogance. And I think women just simply suffer our arrogance by knowing that we're trying to help in some way, you know. So I was going to write all that stuff down or screenshot it. I didn't. I'll screenshot it when we come back. Walking through the snowy fields, Silence in the Snowy Fields. Good book by Robert Bly. Here's a zombie. Yeah, we'll help you. Not just going to listen to a zombie. We need to help the zombie. Zombies aren't for listening to. Where are we at on journey map? There's something straight ahead. Looks like a giant chasm. What is that? Rumble. Oh, probably trash can. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is trash day. Probably sack. Filling up trash can. Alright, let's go on to journey map and let's see where this village is. I may have passed it. No, it's to the southwest. In fact, if I stay on this heading, I'll come right to it. Did a lot of, a bit of packing and preparing things for donation yesterday. I have many. Basically, I have many things. I have a house, a full 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house, ranch house, brick ranch house, on the outskirts of Oklahoma City, and I raised my family in this house. My 2 kids were born and lived their entire lives in this house before they became adults and moved out. And so this house, I've been cleaning stuff out, donating for the past few years, and I still have a lot to donate. Stuff that, as I get farther into the cycle, it's stuff that was, I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to keep it or not, but I'm starting to get a good sense for just how little stuff I need in my life. Okay, pork chops, chickens. Oop, screenshot. I hope that took a screenshot. Pork chop and chickens down here, and paper. Pork chop, chickens, and paper. Okay. I think we could actually run some of those books through the pulverizer and get a bunch of paper out. Okay. Chicken and pork chops. Chicken, pork chops, and paper down here. Good to know. This is day 2 or day 3? Slime Island. We'll do this another day. We'll continue. We'll stay here and continue working forward. Talking about friendships. Trading post. That's a good permanent thing to keep in the bag of holding. Excellent. Now you see that Slime Island there to our west. In whatever, I think it's Tinker's Construct, whatever package brings in the Slime Islands, there's a king slime that also will generate sometimes. And if we hang out near Slime Islands, sometimes that king slime will generate and then fall down. He's really easy to defeat, as I recall. Really easy to defeat, and therefore because he's a boss creature, he has really good and interesting drops, like a javelin that he drops. I remember that because in one of my Athens MC saves, I lived in a ravine that I glassed in. I glassed the top end of a ravine. This was years ago, and hung around and watched it and destroyed any number of king slimes. Okay, so we actually have been in that. We've lit up that temple. Yeah, we've been in there. So I think it would behoove us to also lots of XP. it'd behoove us to... Oh, there are 2 slime islands here. Let's put a waypoint right here. New. Two slime islands. We'll turn it off. Save. Close. Complete. Oh, you know what else is out here? Looking at those waypoints. You know what else is out here? The fortress, what's the word for it? The interportal thing. Yeah. Okay, this might be a terrible idea. Famous last words, dog. Famous last word. I'm sure those were last words. This might be a terrible idea. But and that's all we've got. Bit of sandstone. It's not going to be enough. I need more than a stack. There's a meteor right there. What? Have I not? It's right here by the village. I haven't rated it. It's not on the map either. Look at that. It's not on the map. Oh, that chunk hasn't generated yet. Or at least not on the journey map. Alright, I'm getting a little bit of vertigo here. And Jimmy Dog's reminded me it's just about time for her Alpo, her morning Alpo. Yeah, I'm realizing if I'm gonna be in Jelly Bez's life in any long-term way, I gotta figure out how to be a better friend to her. That's a humbling thing because I thought I was a good friend. I thought I knew better than her about a lot of things, but I'm finding such is not the case. I am looking forward to having a updated. Wouldn't it be nice to have a 1.11 mod pack? And it looks like I have not been in here. Bonus meteor action. Tuesday, December the 13th, 2016. No idea when this might be coming to you. If past the past is any indication, it may be mid-January before I get this uploaded. Maybe even later, maybe February before I get this uploaded, because I tend to upload maximum of 1 or 2, just no more than 1 or 2 videos per day on my channel. It takes a while to process videos, you know. It takes no time really out of my life to record a video. Just the time that it takes to record. But in terms of processing videos, there's a lot of overhead, even for the simple processing that I do. Simple and simplistic processing. And so I have to sit down, run it through the Windows Media Manager or whatever it's called. And do captions and fades and music. Caleb Gray's great little piece of music that I really, really like. And then the upload, and make sure you get all the, the credits and the thumbnail image, and you got to create those thumbnail images and so forth and so on. It does take some time, and I do tend to get behind because my primary fun here is playing. I just enjoy playing the game and chatting with you. About stuff. I had a huge compliment one day. One of my viewers said that watching my channel was like watching Bob Ross. Just a very relaxing life thing. And I would take that any day of the week. There's this cast iron chest, scriber calculation press, and silicon press. Fine. Go ahead and punch through this thing all the way through. I take the Bob Ross compliment any day of the week. All right, on second thought, instead of punching through, I think I will call it good. That's a stack of skystone there. We'll have better ways to collect this when I need them. Now that it's showing up on Journey Map, what else is showing on Journey Map? Not much. But I want to get down in here in this chunk to the southeast and get this generated, okay? So let's do that. South, east, this way. I never watched Bob Ross, by the way, but it makes me think about Mr. Rogers and how a friend of mine, a guy named James, actually he was my manager at one time, would talk about his son was, when his son was a young lad, James would talk about getting home and taking his shoes off and watching Mr. Rogers and letting the chill, the calmness just wash over him after a tough day. Just saw that service course and wanted to grab it right quick. Mr. Rogers. I totally get the Mr. Rogers thing. Aluminum oreberry bush, I don't particularly need that, do I? I got 25 I'm not using back at the base. Mr. Rogers. Copper oreberry bush. I know I'm using the copper oreberry bushes, but I'll leave that one too. No shortage of copper in our lives. Lots and lots of copper. Iron, however, I will take. We need something in our lives where we can just tune in and let the chill wash over us and know that humanity is surviving another day, you know. Let's put up chip, put the shovel, get the bedroll out. Sleep through this night. And greet the sun, picking up over the horizon there. Southward and eastward, generating chunks. That's all we're doing, just generating some of these chunks, clearing out this black map. Some iron ore gravel on top of a tree. There's that village to our left, to the north, the one we just came out of. The pork chop, chicken, and paper. Pork chop, paper, and chicken PPC. Journey map. Blackness is clearing. Let's go on southward a bit. Boop, like that. Last time Jelly came over, we played Minecraft co-op. She's shy about getting on camera though, so I haven't pressed for a co-op recording. I tried to surreptitiously record us one day. Had the mic out, and she didn't know I had it on, but the footage didn't come out too good. I think she was playing some music in the background, and if I had uploaded that, it would have been hit with copyright stuff, you know. So I didn't upload it, but I enjoyed. Someday maybe we can do a co-op together where she has her own mic and chats with us while we play. Looks like we're just in a tall grass prairie right here. Oof, immense ravine system. Tech Journey, done a good job clearing that. Oops. Let's get the crosshair back on us. Oh, that's that ravine. Let's head a little bit southeastward there and clear off this black chunk here. There's really no reason why we can't do a little bit more exploring. Thinking of that alumite I need to make and clear out our inventory in the smeltery when I get back. Like to keep a clean smeltery, don't like to keep leftover stuff in it if I can help it. I have a list of things I want to do with Jelly Bez while she is here over the before she heads off to California. She's going to go back and spend 10 days or so with her grandparents. And I think I'm going to drive and see my family in Georgia. Certainly need to. Got to make sure my vehicles are up to it though. Been having some vehicle questions. My old truck, all my vehicles are, I've got two 1998 vehicles and a 99, so what's that, 17 and 18 years old? A couple of 18-year-old vehicles and one 17-year-old vehicle. And one of them I bought it new, the truck I bought brand new. The two cars, I bought them when they were old. Already about, one car was 4 years old, the other was 6 or 7 years old when I bought it. The Civic I bought for my daughter. I have a 99 Honda Civic that I bought for my daughter. It got her through high school, it got her through college, and through her early adult life. Really good choice. I'm glad I got it. It's been a really good car for her. And for me. It's had to have some maintenance over the years, but good car. Very reliable. And however, it's making a strange groaning sound when I back up in the morning. It sounds like a caliper groan, but and it does need brakes. My goal is to get new tires, new front tires, and new brakes on it, and see if that fixes the sound. If not, I have to start looking at transmission, probably transaxle, drive shaft. Oh, that was close. I almost fell in that little pit. That's actually something I plan to do over the holiday, is to work on that. Maybe take it to a tire center first. Aluminum. Okay, we'll take aluminum. Jip. Put a quick brake right there in case Jip causes us to crash. Don't think it will. My other car is the Civic is a 1999 Civic DX, a four-door, very basic four-door sedan Civic. My other car is a 1998 BMW M3. Beautiful, beautiful car. It's an E36 M3. If anyone out there, if any of you know what that is, it's Cosmos Black, Cosmos Schwarze. Very hard to keep it clean. Very hard to keep it looking good. I can wash it, wax it, leave it in the garage, and overnight it's dirty again from dust. But anyway, it's got beautiful lines. It's a beautiful car. Very proud of it. Very happy with it. I bought it. It was 4 years old when I bought it, and I still paid too much for it, but I felt like I got a good deal on it. Bought it from a dealer who had gotten it for a trade. I think I'm actually the fourth owner of that M3. If I look at you through the world, Enterman, no, you can't see me looking at you. That makes sense. We'll pull up Journey Map while we're trying to load some chunks here. See if we missed anything. Don't see that we missed anything. It's a dense forest over there. Maybe I'll loop around. Just go across the river a little ways east and then loop back up north. Clear out some of those unexplored chunks. Now that we have found the end portal, I don't necessarily think that there's anything that needs to be found on the surface of the world. This is 1.7.10. Looking carefully at what's underneath there, what lies beneath. Excuse me. That M3, when I got it, it led me into something I never knew about, which was autocross. And I won't say I raced it, but I took it to a couple of speedways. Hallett Motor Racing Circuit for one, and near Tulsa, Oklahoma, near Drumright, Oklahoma. A very, very tough technical course, a lot of fun. Learned a lot at Hallett. In just, I think, one day there, I learned a lot. And then I took it to Texas World Speedway down in College Station. And that's a super speedway, but it was configured for basically road racing the day I tracked my car, my BMW there. I did not have, at neither Hallett nor at Texas Speedway, did I have racing tires. I didn't get Hoosier racing slicks until much later. Let's see, Journey Map. Oops, Journey Map. I had the K. I don't know why I had the K instead of the J. Oh, it's getting late, dog. You need to get to work. Okay. Okay, dog. Let's just come on up north, straight up north here. Pushing through this new territory. But I kept up with the autocrossing the car. And that taught me a whole lot about driving, and raised my son basically with that BMW, with the autocross, and he pulled some of his friends into it. So my son and his friends both, so the effects, the benefits they ranged wider than I ever foresaw. He had several friends who spent time with him at the track, at the autocross, learning to drive their vehicles and learning to what it's like to associate, associating with people who really enjoy the technical aspects of driving. Autocross is where you basically take traffic cones and partition a parking lot into a course and put up timing lights and basically compete against each other, but also compete against the clock to see how fast you can race through the course. Sleep through this night. If this video is too long, I'll just cut it later. There's some more iron ore gravel. Across the river, I'll leave it be. More underground mine shafts, just profuse in this area. For whatever reasons. We're going to need diamonds too. Diamonds, Jim. We're going to need diamonds at some point. Soon. When we start fluxing up stuff. See, there's that village to our northwest. So let's head on up. Let's turn anti-clockwise a bit. We'll follow the river a bit farther north. Here, we'll do this. We'll follow the desert around the river. And through the woods to grandmother's house. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, it was bitterly cold. It was a cold way to get around, riding in a horse and buggy. Horse and a sleigh. In the winter, cold. That's cold, man. There's a spider spawner down there. The Bimmer has been a good car, a really good car, and a lot cheaper to work on than I ever expected. The differentiating feature of the Bimmer versus the Civic is that as soon as I say the word BMW, suddenly everything gets a lot more expensive if I'm going to a dealer or buying parts. But if I don't see that magic word, if I don't say that word, and if I order stuff online, then parts are much, much cheaper. But you can easily spend way, way too much loving up on your Bimmer. I was talking with Jelly recently. I've got a CD player in the trunk. It came with it. It's stock. I didn't add it. It came with it when I had bought it used. And there are mods, people who mod their car to add a DVD player or a Bluetooth, and you can buy those things pre-made for a very pretty penny, like for a plug and play CD Bluetooth player. Over $600 for a plug and play. You know, I can go to Walmart right now and for $70-80 I can buy a really good head unit for my Civic. So the 10x price inflation is pretty rough. Alright, let's just go. What's that little thing on the north side of the village? Is that a smeltery? It must be, yeah. On the journey map, that's got to be a smeltery. Let's go back to the village. Keep our bearings about us. Keep our wits about us. Right now, though, the BMW, although it's been pretty rock solid, it's making a squealing sound. Yeah, that's a smeltery. Alternator, power steering pump, I don't know which, but it's one of those driven pump that's driven off of the belt, the main belt. Okay, from here, what's a straight shot back home? Just straight north. Oh, this is the southward one. Okay, we'll go straight north and a bit east. Excuse me, to that village, and then pop back up to this village, to the farm base. Oh, tickle. Excuse me. We must have something blowing in on the wind today outside. Took Jimmy out once already for a health break. We'll take her out again soon. Probably as soon as I finish this episode gets back home safely to the farm base. Is my plan here. Excuse me. And I'm out of food. How about that? Do I have some apples. Let's grab apples. Don't get too hungry playing Minecraft. We used to watch Jelly and I used to watch occasionally watch a Minecraft Let's Play video. I got her into the Let's Plays last year, 2 years ago, and she enjoyed it. We don't watch too many of them now. We don't have that kind of time. Back in the summertime, the living was easy, and just don't have that much time now. But there was this one YouTuber we watched, and he was always starving to death. He was like, "Oh, I see my hunger bar. Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it." And he always died. And it got so bad after a number of episodes, he would just cut some footage, and the series came to an end shortly. Not too long after that. I think it was just embarrassment. Although he might have gotten bored with it. But that was funny. That's something I'm just paranoid about. Food and health. I rarely get carried away to the point that I forget to eat in Minecraft. Not so in real life, however. I often get carried away in real life and totally forget to eat. So these guys want wool and coal. Wool and coal. Let's go up here, put the trading post down, take another screenshot. And screenshot. Hope that worked. So coal and wool and wheat no more. Put that away. Get back up to farm base just here around the fall of the river. Just around the bend of the river up the ways. The breeder. I need to get my solar going for the breeder. No iron back there, okay. There is the farm base alpha. It's a bit of a sinkhole. We have not found all that many spawners here, and I was trying to figure out a way to grab a spawner and bring it home, a permanent spawner. I don't know a way to do that in this mod pack. I don't have a portal gun. Do I have... I don't think I have the Java Better Barrels mod, so I don't think I have the dolly. I do have the dolly. I do have Java. Oh, I have Java. It'll take 3 diamonds, but I could totally take spawners. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Unlimited mob essence. And I don't have to power the spawner. That sounds really good to me. Okay, with a breeder here, we need a power source, which is what the plank on the top represents. A power source, food items, and then in the middle, a sewer. Let's go ahead and drop our sewers off here so that we've got them. for next time. I probably ought to text Jelly Bez and make sure she's up and about. Sewers down. Boop. Harvester, don't need those things here. Boop, put the sewers there, okay. And we're getting to another Minecraft night. I'm going to sleep through the night. I'll join you again another time. Alice, I'll see you.